Hello, hello. There we go. Can you hear me okay, Inquisitor? Good. How are you, sir? Hopefully you're okay. Thank you for joining tonight. Good evening, Aaron. How are you? Tidying here, put some paints away. Hopefully you're both okay tonight. Do, 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 do. Oh no! The dreaded COVID is back. That's not good. Oh, nice! A Corvus Blackstart. They are very cool flyers. I don't know if I've actually ever seen one in person, but I love the look of them. I think it's one of those models that would 100% attract me. Sorry, 100% attract me to Deathwatch. And hopefully you're doing some hobby tonight as well. So my hobby tonight is something that I definitely neglect quite a bit, and that is bits box. So yeah, I need to sort my bits box out, really, guys. It's getting a bit silly. I've got all these sprues with bits on, and yeah, I still haven't done anything with them, really. So tonight, I'm going to do some bits boxes, some cutting off of sprues. So I'm thinking at this point, what I might do, until I get a finer system, is do it by a faction. I mean, there are lots of ways of doing bits boxing. I don't know how many of you still kind of have a bits box going on. I notice mine are very lax, as it were. A lot of it comes down to just keeping sprues. Because I think back in the day with bits boxing, or bits, it was just something you'd do all the time because you'd be like, oh, well, that's going to come in handy because that just makes that sculpt come alive. Yet now a lot of the sculpts have so much detail and it's a lot harder to do a bit of kit bashing. So tonight, sorry guys, for those tuning in, I am doing some de-spruing. How do you guys categorize your models, your model parts? Is it by faction or by body part or by game genre? And in the background, I started getting the 83rd War Host out. There is a lot of models there at the moment. And I am painting loads as well. So, yes, it's ever increasing. But you can see by the cabinets, that one. Nothing in it. It's all, like one mutilated model and one Chaos Space Marine. And the one above has some old style Legionnaires. So I'm not sure. Should the old style Legionnaires come into Apocalypse game? Testament hobby backlog. Oh man, yeah. Yeah, it's so much. I've just got all these models that I want to be doing something with. Yeah, by faction. So I'd have them in boxes. However, as my wife is quite organised, I can have quite a few of these. So I will be kind of putting them into these bags for now and making room. So at the moment I'm doing World Eaters. What else have I got here? Demons, World Eaters. World Eaters on this one. So many World Eater heads. Because the heads themselves are so cool. Especially there's a couple of roaring heads. And I'm kind of thinking that'd be very cool on some standard Chaos Space Marines. Add a bit of flavour in there. What hobby are people doing tonight on the stream? Well, obviously Aaron is doing his flyer. I'm trying to think, have I seen one? I don't think I have. Which is a crying shame. Because it's so different, I think, from the standard Space Marine models. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry, I've been out the loop a little bit, guys. Last week my internet just wasn't working at all, which was very rubbish. Really frustrating as well, because I was here for ages while Tom was streaming, and I was like, oh, come on, I can't get anything working. Damn technology! And what else have I been up to hobby-wise? I've kind of got addicted to eBay again. Dangerous. I got myself another rhino the other day, which is quite nice. It's only been sprayed like a light grey, so I'm not sure where it's going to go yet. It might go into the World Eaters. It might go into the Word Bearers. I was looking behind, like I've got a big convoy of rhinos, which I absolutely love. These hatches come with them. And also, I've got models here that desperately need some glue. Mm-hmm. Trying to work out what sort of transport capacity as transport to 12 models or a kill team unit. This kill team attached characters could be 24 slot. Interesting. I mean, hopefully you would have thought they would have FAQ'd that, because I'm sure someone has taken advantage of that in the past. Although I don't know about you guys, when it comes to things like that, I tend to err on the more conservative side. Unfortunately, sometimes that goes against me. But yeah, I do try and go a bit more on the conservative side. I like if in doubt. I don't want to have that awkward conversation at a table with someone. Plus, I don't know, maybe you get 24, maybe you can like sit on the wings, strap themselves to missiles, rapid deployment. Or maybe it's like, I think Tom had the assault ramps, and I'm pretty sure they had some sort of weird janky rules when it came to transport, where you can have a silly amount of models in there. So it was like, I don't know, 20 Marines, but also 20 Terminators. And you're like, well, I don't think that's quite right. Has other demon parts as well. Hello, Rules Lawyer. It is going well, thank you. How are you, sir, on this lovely evening? Tripping what that model was in the background. Like a silhouette. That is one of my defilers. Ah, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's even... They do appear even longer when you have a bank holiday and suddenly you've got to go back for a short week, and sometimes it seems like the longest week in the world. I've been doing a lot of 40k thinking today at work. So I'm plodding on. I was like, oh, yes. Oh, what should I play next? Kind of get hyped for some games, but also like hobby stuff as well. For those who just joined the stream now, I'm currently working on a couple of things. I'm working on a sort of Havocs that I've had sitting around for a while. I'm tempted to repaint my Defilers in the new World Eater colours. It doesn't actually take that long. After repainting the Lord of Skulls, which obviously is a massive model, It doesn't take too long, and I have got 3 defilers to do. I think it'd be quite fun in a Apocalypse game to run them, because they have appeared in previous games. Here's one of my defilers. They're one of my earlier painted Chaos models. I absolutely love these models. They're so cool. I made a physical choice not to put the heads on because I think the heads look silly. So they kind of like walk around more like tanks than they do with silly heads on top. So a lot of this will be repainted. Yes, the Havoc models are so cool. So currently I have 5 over there painted for the 83rd. They've all got the Gattlers. The 5 I'm currently working on have in fact got 2 auto cannons, 2 las cannons. And all of them I've just got off eBay or Facebook Marketplace. It tends to be eBay these days. Because it's just so much cheaper. You can get a nice bargain on there. And I like to give models a new home. Yeah, I'm that kind of selfless person. Ignoring the first part where I said it's sort of cheaper. I'm a good person. And yes, those are tuning in now. I am just going through sprues at the moment, trying to cut these down a bit. Currently doing demons. I've got lots of bloodletter parts, and in the background, a big element of the 83rd war host there. So the Titan isn't on the board at the moment. However, there is probably 9,000 points there, maybe 10,000 points, and that's still missing a lot of stuff. We haven't put our demon allies in. The demon's still over there. We've got a little old school legionnaires, probably some World Eater Terminators going in. Tempted renegades and heretics. However, I'm umming and ahhing. Not all the rules are there for renegades and heretics, and I think it'd be an injustice to put them in at the moment. What have you armed your Havocs with, Rules Lawyer? No, always looking for new options on Havocs. Yes, what have you armed your Havocs with? Now, recently, I have seen squads of Havocs, and they have been given the gift of Nurgle, so they've got a mark of Nurgle. So those one squad with missile launchers, one with heavy bolters. Nice. I do like the heavy bolt models. And I'm not sure about Havoc missile launchers. I'm not sure. Anyway, missile launchers are cool. So Havoc's mark of Nurgle. Make them out of basic Chaos Warrior kit. Oh, very cool. Nice. I'd like to see those. Mark of Nurgle for Havoc's gives them the Dark Packs, of course, and they get sustained hits on 5 rather than a 6, which is very cool. He's sustained, isn't it? Yeah, Zinch's lethal hits. And I'm thinking possibly that, or I will keep them undivided, because the rerolls of 1s that you get for being undivided is quite handy. Because I don't know if you guys are familiar, but on the channel I do roll a silly amount of 1s. So it's quite nice to have that in your back pocket. You can re-roll them. Hello Andy, how are you? Andy, I was going to message you if you want a game at some point. Feeling the urge to get some games in. And what hobby are people doing if they haven't said already? We've got friendly neighbourhood investor who's currently, I think working. I'm not sure if you're working or not. You said you're off with COVID. Aaron on is Deathwatch Flyer. Rules Lawyer, what are you up to? Andy, are you doing any hobby tonight, my friend? And anyone else who's watching that hasn't said hello? Well, yeah, brilliant. Okay, well, I will message you afterwards and we'll sort the game out. Oh, nice. Brilliant. Are they the original All Commandos? Yes, I am just currently cutting up sprues and chucking them in here. Because over there, you see these black boxes in this unit over here? I don't know if you can see them. Each of those is filled with something, and most of them are like with just random sprues that have accumulated. I've got a Death Guard stuff here. I never played Death Guard. Why not? More horse it's nice. Oh no, I know, Andy. Yeah, I completely. I'm definitely going to go again. The issue is, I had the weekend before. I had a 40k teams tournament. I'm not sure if Tom spoke about that on the last stream, but then the next day I had the Hastings Half Marathon. So I was. I'm on borrowed time at the moment with the wife. There's only so much you can get away with. So I did want to do it. I was like, it's not worth my life. But we have got an Apocalypse game coming up. We have had to postpone it, which is completely my fault. Just following it a couple of weeks, which is partly what the stuff behind is happening. Sort of stuff kind of getting laid out, so I know what I physically have. I've got to get demons out soon as well. Yeah. So yeah, the Hastings Half Marathon. If anyone's interested, Google it. It's a lot of hills. First time doing a half marathon, and I loved it, to be honest. It was great. I never run that distance. Only done half a distance, so I've done about 11k before. So yes, it was amazing. I'm probably going to try next year and do the same thing. Gives myself a bit of a goal for my fitness. I think there is a lot to be said for exercise of some form or another to just help your mental health and make you physically feel better as well. Right, more demons. Right. Oh, I've got so many demons. What? Oh, this is a world eater. More demons. World eater. World eater. Right, these ones got to be Roosevelt, I've only done one. It was fast flat course. I wheezed around like a asthmatic chain smoking. Octogenarian. Yeah, I mean, the one in Hastings, it's just all hills. It's crazy. Half of it's on hills anyway. The other half's downhill. But yeah, I'll definitely go do it again. Maybe I'll try a flat one as well, rather than just hills. We've got a few about 3-4 bloodletters in the box. So I want to work the bits. Eddie Ashby did the Hastings in 2013. Pain and more pain. Yeah. it was tough going. My medical history is I have got some cartilage missing from my knees, so I've been quite gentle on my training, especially leading up to the big day. I was basically not doing anything. I was like, if my knee goes now, I'm not going to be doing anything. And probably about, I don't know the course, it's about 2-3 miles in, my knees were going, and each of them are taking painkillers and strap them up. And I got around. I was quite happy with my time in the end. Down here sounds good, but it's harder than these. Exactly. Yeah. So at the 40k event, one of the team members had done the same course I did, and he said, "Look, with your knees, you just got to be worried about the downhill because quite a lot of it's quite steep. So I was like, I can't just go flat out because I will go flat out, and that's the problem. So yes, good advice. Uphill's all muscle. Yeah. Yes, and of course Tom also, I think that's the second time Tom's done the Hastings half marathon as well, so it was nice. Yeah, and I plan to do a few more anyway. Oh goodness. Yeah, so basically the reason I'm cutting up my sprues at the moment, I went to put something in one of these drawers here and I could barely fit it in, so I need to kind of like cut down a bit. So it's amazing how quickly it kind of just builds up. Rules are good lads, you enjoy it, go out for a pint afterwards. The idea was to do something. However, poor old Tom, I think he was a bit more worn out and injured than I was. And I was pretty tuckered out, to be honest. So I went home, climbed in the bath with a couple of beers, and I was like, I'm done. I'm just going to lay here and drink my beers. And it was, so well deserved. I saw Tom the other day, and he's up and running again. His legs and back, and everything's working again. So that's good. But eventually, I might be doing a charity run with my sister, raising money for Parkinson's. So hopefully it'd be a good cause. Just nice to spend some time with family. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, as well, we kind of, we put ourselves up for these challenges, and it's nice when it actually pays off and we can actually do it. But also, it's a bit of an eye-opener sometimes with our own physical health. I'm like, actually, I am getting on a bit. Things do make funny noises when I stand up. I need to do something about it. Games workshop branches of cycling bins are holding screws. Going to let my friends originally my bag screws for recycling. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Gosh. I think I've given away so much stuff in the past, and I think it's quite nice as well about our general community that most of the time we're pretty generous with our resources. Like a friend came around who's trying to get back into the hobby, and I gave him like a big bunch of cultists. I gave him a hell brew. I was like, there we go, off you go and enjoy it. Or someone I used to work with as well. I gave him a load of Necron stuff because I was like, cool, you're getting in a hobby. This is back in COVID. There you go, have that. Off you go. And also, I'm very very lucky that I've got some very generous friends as well. Friend Dave gave me a Predator not too long ago, actually. So, you know, wow, that's just someone going, no, I'm not going to use it. You can have a Predator. Like, okay. You know how much I like Predators? What is the best gift that you have received or given to one of your friends or fellow hobbyists? Given, not sold, or traded. One thing we need is not more Predators. I think you'll find I definitely need more Predators. They are amazing models. And I need a couple more. Personal experience. No, tough. More Predators. I love them. They are such cool tanks, especially Chaos Predators, because it's just what I like about Chaos Predators, and it kind of goes for Vindicators, Rhinos, and the other one, Land Raiders. Is that you have got this canvas that is disappearing very quickly from this hobby, where you can actually be a bit more creative to make it a bit more chaosy. Because don't get me wrong, I love the Hell Brute, the Forge Fiend, and the Hell Brute, Forge Fiend, Mauler Fiend, even a cheeky old Hell Drake that hit one. But I do love the creative outlet you can have from doing some kit bashing and hobby. So, oh God, there's so much workier stuff. So you get to express yourself, and it's a great way of doing it on a tank. It's just nice. So yes, any free? What's the best thing you've been traded, or you've traded with someone, or sorry, been given or gifted someone from your personal collection? I know, Andy. I just thought if it's half term and I come around to play you, that means your little your watcher will be whispering in your ear. Birthday presents. Oh my God. Nice. So when it comes to like birthday presents or Christmas presents, with Tom, I have previously got some things that you wouldn't normally buy for your army. I like to go and buy things that no one would normally buy. So like Jakiro Weaponsmith when he was playing Grey Knights, I've got one of them. The Hunter, the Space Marine anti-flyer vehicle, I've got one of them as well. So I do try and get him things that he wouldn't buy himself, and I quite like it. I'll ban him, yeah. Oh, was he? Was he very happy? How did it go? What did you run at the weekend, Andy? Was it a Death Guard weekend? Blood Angel weekend? What were you doing? Mm-hmm. Blood Angel weekend. Oh, yeah, it's Rex. Nice. Very cool. I played World Eaters. at our team event. And I'll show you my carnivores. I'm quite proud of these turned out. I will take a picture. I've got 5% on my battery. Yeah, my carnivores turned out pretty cool. So that's one of the carnivores. These guys did very well, actually. 1-2, and lost the third by 1 point. Yeah! Oh, that is a shame. Well done, though. Well done, that man. That's what we want to hear. We want to hear positive stories, Andy. So what armies did you play against, Andy? And who took your crown in the end? On the last game of the day, when you're tired out, someone came in and went, look at this guy. Played Chaos. No, Chaos. Maybe non-methodist. Great. Oh, congratulations. As long as you had a really good time, that's the main thing. Obviously, it's nice to win. But I don't know. I do take away more from the social aspect now, maybe because I can't win a tournament. So it's quite nice to meet people, especially when it's in your hometown as well. It's nice you see people coming into the town or people that have lived in the town and you know were players. So it's good. Play Chaos Knights. Votan first, Necron second, Chaos Knights third. Oh, cool. Nice one. Oh, that's good. A nice selection as well. So, my team tournament. Who did I play? Guard. So I took World Eaters. First game, played against Guard. He pushed forwards. He had first turn, push forwards. Not normally a Guard tactic, especially against World Eaters. Nice selection of lots of tanks. And I was like, I like this guy. He's pushing up. He knows what he's doing. He's just getting in close. So my first turn. So he had first turn. And in his first turn, I killed a Sentinel. Because basically he scouted into my deployment. I scouted up, then moved, got into my my area, shot a squad of berserkers, overcharged his plasma, which then was hazardous, and then he then I blood surged into. Hello, James. How are you? Blood surged into his Sentinel, killing it. I was like, oh, this is going really well. Following into my turn, I basically engaged 5 different units in combat, so the charge is going really well. I didn't kill a single thing. Not a single model was kind of removed off the board, or least, and I was just like, oh, this is not going to go well. And in the subsequent turn, he just reversed all his tanks out and just blew me to pieces. And it was a sad time for the World Eaters, unfortunately. How is James Meredith? Also, yeah, the social aspect is great. Went to a few heresy events, and everyone's super nice. Even check to see if people are okay. Talking about books. Nice, great local community. That's really good. Nice. Yeah, I'm all about the social aspect. I took Relegated Heretics to a GT once, so that kind of shows you where my focus is. It's just like, well, we're gonna have fun. Gonna meet some nice people. And I think I met Beard from Tabletop Tactics as well at the GT. He was a super nice guy, actually. We had a really fun game together. He was running his Iron Warriors. He was running in Heretics. Yes, really nice guy. Yeah, I think the social aspect is my opinion the most important. So, Rules Lawyer, is it just Dark Angels you're playing? Or Heresy? Oh, are you taking Andy? When is the doubles event, Andy? Everyone has a Chaos Guard Renegade Heritage. Yes, they are a lot of fun. Rules Lawyer. I'm dropping some coins at the moment. End of Is it on BCP? Must be on BCP already. So I'm curious, what is the 1% Tom? Well, I kind of think that Tom, and it goes for me as well, and to be fair, he says 1% Tom, could be less than 1%. That whenever Tom's streaming, and I'm not able to make it, that part of me is always going to be there with you guys. And vice versa. Because Tom's not here. He's here in spirit. Tom would love to be here. Unfortunately, he's not very well today. So he's not here. But also, all those fellow toadlings that aren't here, that, you know, you guys are an amazing community, that aren't here tonight, are here in spirit. That's what it's all about. Spirit. Rules Dark Angels, Custodes, and a few knights for Heresy. Same for Wicked, plus Black Legion. Same for Kill Team, plus a few others. Have Goliath and Necromunda. Nice. Old school Goliath, I hope. I hope you haven't got any of the newfangled models. Rules I hope you got the old metal ones and the old snap fit plastic ones. They're the cool ones. What we're talking about? Well, I've just answered your question. And Rules, I just asked Rules what faction he plays in Heresy. He's just saying what faction he's playing in Heresy. 40k, Kill Team, and Necromunda. All new. No. What do you mean, Rules? They're the worst ones. The new models. No. Old Goliaths, especially the plastic ones. They're the best ones. And the old Warlocks as well. Oh, yeah. Yeah, good ones. And old Goliath as a kid. And Scouts and Blade. Yeah. Fair dues. Yeah, I remember getting the Necromunda box set for my birthday. There you go. I had that for my birthday, and I had I got an Aerosmith album as well for my birthday. What was the name of that album? Yeah, I think it was 9 Lives. Yeah, pretty 9 Lives. 1997. Yes. That one. 9 Lives. Where did Necromunda? When did it? 95. Yeah, so it must be 97 then that I got the. Yeah, nice. That was a good box set. I absolutely loved it. I played so much Necromunda. Well, you could have been playing Necromunda Inquisitor if you were 4. It's absolutely fine. I think my youngest. Have you played it yet? I painted a marine for her. And she comes up here and she smashes stuff constantly together. Like, I'm like, no, stop breaking my models. I'm trying to think where those models are. Kind of. A little bit knows what they are. There's a group of models that I let her play with. It's kind of. I feel a bit bad. I feel like that's Sid from Toy Story. Okay, so 30, still haven't played Necromunda, so it's not like age helps. I mean, you're missing out, to be honest. It is a very cool system. I don't know. It used to be an amazing system. I haven't played any new stuff. I only played the 90s version, and I absolutely loved it. I was like obsessed. It was like a group of friends of us, and we'd always play Necromunda because it's that easy one to buy in on. It's got an amazing kind of like role play element to it as well, which it kind of just slowly disappeared from 40k. And yeah, it's a really, really fun game. It was. I don't know if it still is. Does anyone play Necromunda? Is it like the 90s version? The new Necromunda, in my opinion, is the best game system in the present. There you go. Andy Ashby, if you're still out there, I'm pretty sure you've played Necromunda. You got Necromunda, or is it just Kill Team you have? I've heard people that somebody used to work with. He did not enjoy Games Workshop's games. However, he did with his friends get into Necromunda. So there must be something there. Way better than 40k. Neighborhood Inquisitor, gonna be honest though, convinced myself to invest in another system is bad. I still haven't even started Draconia or Seraphon yet, despite my absolute love of those ranges for that reason. Yeah. Possibly a game I don't play. Yeah. I mean, I have got Necromunda Gang, so has Tom, except for we're both at the same game. And they were lovely models to paint. Oh, actually, I have. Tom gave me an Escher Gang. See, it's what friends are all about. Give me an Escher Gang. I should really get. Oh, hang on. I think he's also got an Escher Gang. Tom, if you're watching, do you also have an Escher Gang? It looks great. So little time is a problem. Yeah, exactly. So what I've got here? Chaos Knights. More world eaters. More demons. And necrons. Yeah, I mean, it's annoying that adulting gets in the way of playing with toy soldiers, to be honest. Very frustrating. Yeah, I think it's one of those things with where is my Necromunda game? It's not there. With Necromunda, I kind of put it in with Warcry, Blood Bowl, and what's that one? Kill Team, where I think you only need to have a very small investment, and then you can just go. If, for instance, Inquisitor, not Inquisitor, rules like if you were in the area and you go, actually, I want to try Necromunda. Can someone give me a game? I'll be like, well, I've got a game. If you can teach me how to play it, I'm more than happy to play it. A bit like you, Andy, when we played AOS together. Has anyone seen the gnomes for Blood Bowl that come up from pre-sale, pre-order? Because tell you what, they look pretty cool. New AOS soon. Yes, there is new AOS soon. Have they shown any of the new Skaven models? I know today they showed us the new Stormcast guy. I'm not sure if I've seen any Skaven guys yet. Skaven chaps. And Andy, being an AOS player, what do you think of the changes to the game? Yeah, I think with AOS and the old world now, I think if you're not invested in one, it makes the choice quite hard, in my opinion, because the AOS stuff it just looks nice. The models look nice. I quite enjoyed my little game with Andy, and it's enjoyable. But I think old world as well is so much kind of nostalgia there that I'd be going like, oh, what army should I do? What should I? And they're both like expensive games to get into. So I think if money's your issue, or time, I think maybe like small buy-in games would be better. Like like Andy's just commented there. I've got a Blood Bowl League game tomorrow using Skaven. So it's just like that's not one thing you've got. Neighbour Inquisitor, speaking of the Stormcast, I love that limited edition made character. It's selling on the website right now. Yes. Yeah, I've got one Stormcast model I painted at Warhammer Fest. But I love him. I don't know why. I'm like, it's such a cool model. I did a different paint scheme. He looks amazing. Yeah. And I think so much of the enjoyment of this hobby that we're all in is actually the hobby side. It's not necessarily the gaming side. It's a hobby and the social side of things. Because even just cutting things off, this is quite therapeutic, just like clipping bits off. So, Chaos Lord Jump Pack. They're coming back, baby. What do people think? Are people looking forward to the return of the Vulture? For the first time ever on both battle forces. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and same with Rules Lawyer there. I mean, it's amazing. I like the box sets. Let's talk about the box sets. Like the box sets, you get the one with the Jump Lord, Raptors, Warp Talons, Demon Prince, Cultists. That's cool. The Demon Prince model was amazing. I haven't got the new one yet. The Chaos Cultists, they look cool as well. Raptors and Warp Talons, I got enough. I mean, I can add more to my force if I wanted, but like, I laid them out over there, and I've got 3 swords of each. I have 4 sorts of raptors. Well, there you go. For free. However, the other one, the one with the Legionnaires, the Terminators, the Possessed, the new Chaos Lord, that Chaos Lord on foot looks amazing. So I will definitely be picking one of those up at least. New AOS looks great. Double turn. It's not going to be an auto take. Maybe penalty for taking it. Probably what is needed, as it's the main rule that upsets new players. Yes. I think that's the most intimidating thing that kind of goes, oh, a double turn, that does not sound fun. So yeah, interesting. Wait for individual releases. I've never got a battle box, so I'd quite like to go like, ooh, look what I got. I'm sure there'll be one by the time we get around to walking one. Consult summon to word, to the Night Lords, and summon to the word bearers. Yes, the word bearers. If I was starting a Chaos Space Marine army, I would buy both boxes and some. I don't need all that. Don't you though? Don't you though? I think everyone needs those models. Because they are very pretty. Yeah, very cool. Yes, anyway, back to team event. So I'll go into the third game. I won that one. It was against Chaos Space Marines. And an amazing opponent. I played him before in 1,000 Suns. And he was playing against like mixed Chaos Space Marine army. And it was a thing of beauty. You know when you can go against some people and they really care about their army. And it just has so many cool conversions in there. And it was, yeah, it was giving me ideas. I took a couple of photos. I was like, I want to do this for my word bearers. And it kind of like re-inspired me a bit for the army when it comes to hobby-wise. So I'm going to pick up some bits for the word bearers and carry on there. But like I said, I've been buying things with eBay. It's not good. I get carried away, guys. Crazy times. Yes. Anyway, yeah, Chaos Space Marines sound like they're coming back strong. Be good to see what they're having. David Inquisitor, that's the upcoming project. Chaos Wars, composing of Word Bearers, Night Lords, and the Thousand Suns. Crusade of Juggernaut, of Judgment. Let's go through Judgment. Of Judgment. Yes, nice. So the force behind me, at the moment, on the table, we have got World Eaters. We've got a couple of knights from the Brotherhood of Zeal. We have got plenty of Word Bearers from the 83rd. And we've got 20 Plague Marines. However, they'll be used as mark of noble Chaos Space Marines. Because they're pretty good like that. But yes, I think it's quite nice when you can get lots of little forces and put them together. Do I find dark pacting a bit time consuming? No. No, I do not. No, I can tend to go through it quite quickly, Andy, to be honest. I think it's interesting how different people do it. I think the way of doing it is to do it and then roll the test afterwards. But no, I don't think it's overly time consuming. I do like how fickle it is, though. That sometimes you can have a good game and you're like, hey, everything's going well, and other times you're like, warm water wounds my own stuff. Oh, no, he's dead. Oh, a couple of them are dead. So I do go for the icon upgrade every time if I can, because my dice roll is diabolical and I know it will go wrong. Why is that? Where do you find it time consuming, or when you're playing against someone with it? Yes, I did hear that. Not sure if you heard, Dom, but the Chaos Spaceman Codex is going to have a cultist-based attachment. Yes, good. That's what I want. I'm putting this out because I've got 90 cultists over there. So I've got 90 cultists. I'm currently working on the HQ. I'm trying to think what they're called. The HQ squad for cultists. I'm doing that, and they are very cool models. And yes, I just like the selection that you can have with Chaos Space Marines. And I think we spoke previously on the channel. Oh, there we go. Whew. All right, guys, we're going to start again. Captain Jack's here. But I think we mentioned in the past about Chaos Space Marines that you can, the bigger your collection gets, or any army, not just Chaos Space Marines, the bigger your army gets, the more that you can kind of interpret and add aspects in. So going back to my guard, I know I haven't played them for a very long time, but a big thing I wanted to do was to add like an engineering core to my guard or elite mountain troops. Roger again, the captain's here. And I think it's a cool thing when you get a collection that big that you can start implementing different things in there. Like for me, with Chaos Knights, I know it's probably not going to happen. But there's a bit of artwork in the Chaos Knight Codex, the 9th edition, and you can see it around a bit, where it's got the Chaos Knights, and then with the Chaos Knights, you've got like these footmen with these big old Chaos shields, and they're like marching alongside. I was like, I would love to have that. I would love to have that aspect. They might be complete trash, but I quite like the aesthetic of these almost like medieval like knights or men at arms, like marching alongside the knights. I think that's so cool. And I was trying to think of how you could do it, but it's a bit hard, I think, with Chaos Knights and the way the ally system works, unless you have them with Dreadblades. One of my gaming group played Chaos and has imploding with dark backs a few times. He's just a bit salty at the moment. Yeah, you've got to appease the gods, Andy. I think that's where a lot of Chaos players fall foul, is they do not sacrifice that goat before the tournament or before a game. It can get pricey when you're buying goats constantly, but I think it's worth the investment, to be honest. You can just keep getting livestock, just get better dice rolls. But yeah, my dice rolls generally can be pretty diabolical, especially when I need something to happen. In fact, in the I'm trying to think what game it was. It might have been the first game. I actually Goat's 10. In the first game, I went over to our team captain as a team vet and just said that I need to borrow some dice. So I took like 12 dice off of him and just traded them in. I was like, I need something. I don't know what it is. I think it's an actual thing about dice rolls that you can just have really bad dice for a day. Everything because the chocolate pricey. The levels slightly sort of be to save money. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. If you want to win a game, you've got to sacrifice goats. Standard stuff. I don't even know why I'm having to tell you guys that. Rules like I haven't played much 40k this edition, but not familiar with the Chaos Space Marine. Okay, rules like so. Chaos Space Marines have a rule called Dark Pact. Now, you can do the Dark Pact ability in your shooting or in combat, and if you do, it will give you one of two rules. It will give you lethal hits or sustained hits. I'm going to assume you know what those are. A lethal hit will automatically wound. Sustained hit will generate another hit, so you can like double them up. Now, that's all well and good because you get to do it, and it's cool because sometimes it works when you really need to work. Like overwatching, for instance, you can overwatch with a sustained hit and generate 2 hits. And basically, the downside, there's a slight downside, that you then have to do a leadership test. If you fail your leadership test, you take mortal wounds. Now that's not great because it's bound to happen to that model with 2 wounds. But you take D3 wounds, so it can be all right. You can get away with it. Or it could kill a Terminator or damage a tank. And there are different aspects as well, rules like it. So You can, if you have a chaos icon, you can reroll your leadership. You can reroll your test. You can swing it one way or another. Also, if you have marks, for instance, if you're a mark of Nurgle, like we were talking earlier, your sustain hits go off on a 5, not a 6. And all the other gods give you something else. Undivided will give you a reroll of 1 on the hit. So it's up to people what they want to do, really. And you know, sometimes you can swing it around a bit to work out what's beneficial to have as a mark. And sometimes there's no choice. Like warp talons, for instance, you can make the mark of Slanesh because you have got twin links on your lightning claws. So what Khorne does, it gives you lethal hits, so you don't have to roll for wound. But if your lightning claws are twin linked, if your lightning claws are twin linked, you get to reroll that wound anyway. You might as well try and get a few more hits. Look, this little spruce I've been cutting out today. There you go. But yes, anyway, that is what that's all about, really, to be honest. Right, World Eaters, Knights, Demons, Chaos Space Marines. Let's do it. There you go. Playing a lot more Heresy. Played in League. Nice. I think some of those models coming up for Heresy now. Look beautiful. Oh, okay, yeah. I'll tell you what, actually, I will make a little guide on Chaos Space Marines. I need to get up here the weekend and do some recording. It's been so long. So apologies, guys. But yeah, I'll do a little video on the Chaos Marks and the dot packs, which is quite good. And Jack, there you go. That's what I've been doing. It's kind of screwed. A whole bag of World Eater bits here. So many cultist weapons. Chaos Knights. Demons. Just like Chaos Space Marines. Come up. Where have your hobby updates been? I need to have the 83rd Warheads coming. I know. Like the thing is, I haven't not been doing hobby. I've been doing so much hobby. I've painted a whole World Eater army. Like, yeah. Look, here's my rhino. The one I've been painting on stream for ages is finally finished. I love him. He's a cool little rhino. Just darting around a battlefield. It's got like snow. So the World Eaters have got a lot of snow stuff on their tracks and on their stuff. It's very cool. I was impressed with the 8-pound kit. Used some of the weapons on some Terminators. Their weapons are very cool. Where's my 8-pound? Oh gosh. Here's one of my 8-pound there. I'll let very good close up. But yeah, so what have I done? Harken Word Bearer. I painted him up. Done my Warp Smiths. Done my needs a bit for him. But yes, mainly been focused on the World Eaters because they're just fun to play as well. You're just like, oh, what's our plan? I'll just go that way and we just scream a lot and cut people up with chainsaws. A bit like the Black Templars. Uncouth Savages. But yes, I will come up at the weekend. I don't have any other plans. I will come up and start filming some bits. And putting it up on the YouTube. I think generally the World Eater kit is astounding. Just are really nice. I like the 8-bound models, but not the law yet. They should just possess the champions. Yeah, I think the thing is generally with the new sculpts now. You know, I'm talking about the system of that as well because you know from collecting a little force of those, they're just so nice. I just love them. And the World Eaters are, you know, it does everything on, you know, you think it will with that kit. It's just like, you just look at them and go, oh, these guys, they're all about combat. They're all about martial pride. They're absolute insanity in a jar. They're amazing. And the models are just, yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I mean, I can tell you're having a little bit of a jab there, read between the lines. When the next lot of stuff does come out for World Eaters, it would just fill out that range beautifully because there are, you know, there's so many possibilities they can go, even though you are melee focused. When it comes to characters, we now see some like unnamed characters coming out. Obviously, we'll see the Terminators get a bit of love. I'd like to see some more vehicles, to be honest. Rules lawyer, that sums up my approach to 40k for the last few years. Great new models, janky new law. Yes, yeah. I'm not a massive fan. This is my little personal kind of jab. Is the way they write them up in the community articles or on Instagram or the socials. It kind of makes it more silly, and I think they're just trying to go for laughs rather than. I'd be quite interested to know a bit more about them. Rather than like, oh, yeah, right, yeah, very funny. Now, let me know a little bit more about this model, because like the law section now is just like there's nothing there. It's terrible. Yes, Andy, thank you very much. Yes, definitely. I will have to check with my better half when I am free, but I would love a catch up and to roll some dice with you, my friend. And yes, because it would be a shame to get the Thousand Suns treatment. I really hope they don't. And I hope Thousand Suns get a bit more love as well. Death Guard got an amazing range and have continued to get some form of support. And yeah, the poor Thousand Suns been neglected somewhat. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for you all to go to bed. The stream has been fantastic. I love talking to you all. Thank you for your support as always, gentlemen and possible ladies or people of different genders. And I will speak to you all soon. Until next time, take care. Toodaloo. Very well.